Hi everyone, it's Donna here using Up Your Stash. My last one for today. I've still got my Hogwarts on, so t-shirt on, so last one for today. Besides, my camera's actually going flat, thank goodness you say. Right, one of the things I wanted to show you is using Up Your Stash is that, have you heard of One Sheet Wonders? It's using a piece of paper. It could be 12 by 12, it could be a little book of 6 by 6, and you make cards using a couple sheets up or something, or one sheet of a 12 by 12 or whatever. I've made a heap of them, and to use up my paper stash, and I seem to have a lot of paper, but I've used stamps and things to go with it, some die cuts and that, so I'm using up what I've already got here. I'm not going out buying anything else, so have a look. Now what I've done is I'll show you two kind of boxes I've made. I make this kind of box, and that's like a pizza box style. Okay, here's sort of a guy's one, sort of a little bit kind of thing. So here's another guy's one I did, kind of, you know. And I used up all my scraps on these. This one I did some stamping, just simple, very, very simple stamping on that. Put a little few bling there. Just cut up, I had a paper bag here that had tons of scraps in it. And I actually made these from that. So that's what you do. Here's another one I did, kind of thing. And what I did was actually make the boxes, and then I made the cards with the same sort of front. So I just for you, this one is just for you, they're all just for you. I try to do it whereas the sentiment could be for anybody kind of thing, but I've used the same kind of style. And what I've done, used the same kind of paper, and using up the scraps, really, if you know what I get it. If you see the first one I did, I had all my cards prepared anyway, and so now I've had the mats cut out, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to see what I can do with them. In this case, is getting prepared for the future, making scraps. Here's another one I did. And these were die cuts, circles, no, I didn't do these punches, I did these with dies, I think. And using the paper up, same sort of thing, you know, just using up the paper. So, very, very simple designs. And what I did was I scored, I'm not sure if you can actually see the scoring, yeah you can. So I scored on them to give these cards just a little bit of interest. And I used up scraps. Literally, that was one piece or two pieces. I think it was 2 pieces of cardstock I had, and I just double-sided and I just turned them over. So using up my stash. With this one here, I did what were they called? Rub-ons. I have a heap of rub-ons, and nobody hardly uses rub-ons anymore. But how pretty. Rub-ons. I mean, just how pretty are they? And what I did was I embossed, with my embossing folder, I actually embossed the card, one side of it. So yeah, I don't know if you could see that. And it's shiny paper, and it's gorgeous. I have no idea if you can see that. This one I used one of my flowers that I'd made. Which way does that go? Let me see which way that actually goes. I think that's going down or up, one of the ways. This one's here, and it's using up my stash, which in this case was using up rub-ons and ribbons. Very simple designs, but quite effective designs. Again, I'm using up all my paper. I had a whole stack of this paper, and I dry emboss that one, and then I just put this on and put the sentiment on, and just punched out a couple of butterflies, which I like to do like a 3D kind of thing. It just makes it look better. This is another one I did. So this one's got half, this one's plain there, and this one's got like embossed and then some ribbon. How simple is that? Very, very simple. Okay, this one here, I took this one a bit further because this one was actually in a magazine, so I had to kind of take it that little bit extra. But if I was giving it as a gift, this is exactly how I'd give this as a gift. I'm just taking my cards out of it for you. So what I've done is I've created the box, and like I said, it's a pizza style. I've decorated inside the box, and I've made the cards again using the One Sheet Wonder style. excuse me, hay fever, it's a shocker, I'll tell you. And what I did was cut out all this first, put it in a packet in just one of these bags, and then I actually made the cards up later. I did it like a style of, I showed you the kits earlier. Well, each card became a kit, and that's what I did. And I made all the little flowers myself. All these flowers I've made using up my stash. That's the only way to do it. I've got a little box here that I made. You can see there. So it's like that. Take off the belly band. It opens up into something like this, and I've done some stamping. I've just used up a whole heap of paper that I had excess of, and again I've just did this. So I've used this little punch here, and that's from Stampin' Up, I think it is, labels or something. I use that. I use the same kind of thing on each card, the same papers. Alright, so it all comes from the one paper pad, and it's all using the same sort of thing. I've used a cream cardstock in this case, and as you can see, I've used this on each one. I used one of them birds on most of them. I've used the same sort of flower, the same button. I've done the same string. So I'm using up my stash, okay? And on the other side, I did 8 of these. Yeah, 8 of them. So some goes across, some come down. This one comes down, as you can see. So what I did, and I think I used up 3 sheets of paper for this. How easy is that? And I'm using up my flowers, I'm using up my chipboard, I'm using up my stamps, I'm using up cardstock, I'm using up excess string that I've got, all my buttons, but I've made a whole set of cards that to go in that box. Okay, and I've done quite a few of them boxes. This one here's another one I did. I've had Mariposa paper. I've had this paper for like yonks, and I made like 20 cards out of this paper. But and what I did was just using up the paper, because I have to be honest, I had so much paper that I thought that I'd have to use it. So I just did very simple designs. And you can do any of these yourself. You don't need to go and buy anything. I fussy cut all this out. All this was fussy cut out. This one here was actually paper. That's actually on the paper. And all I did was fussy cut that and ink behind the back. So this is actually on the paper. And I just went around with a Stanley knife, or, you know, I call them Stanley knives. But, you know, just a little butterfly to go with it. Something different. This one's red. I've just inked around it. I'm trying to keep these quick as I can. But this is using up your stash. Okay? Very simple ones. Just using the paper as the focus. So I fussy cut these two and stuck it on the paper. And it's using the paper as your focuses. I mean, and this one here, I've just cut around that This is a piece of paper, and I've just literally cut around that and put that on the corner there. And I've used, see, I've made heaps of them, and I've used up a ton of my book, and I've used up the stash. And all it is just thinking about what else you could be doing with it. I did some more, but look, I think that was enough to show you. How's time? Yeah, 10 minutes. I try to keep it under 10 minutes. Everyone gets bored. I hope you guys haven't been bored. I hope you haven't sick of hearing my voice. I'm sorry if you are. I've still got heaps of ideas. Things I've still done. So if you like it, I'll keep making more. If you don't like it, you're sick of it, let me know, because I won't do any more. Catch you soon. Bye.